everything has its price.
It's out now. We did it.
Yeah. Well, it's a sigh of relief, that was. Even though I love this thing, it is still a lot of work to have to do.
I mean, it's a year's worth of work.
Like, let's start from how it all started, which was with Think About It. It
Yeah.
was written 2 years ago. And
God, yeah. That was written
essentially
back
that was the kind of, that was the foundation for this in a way.
Yeah. That was the initial sort of the jumping off point.
Oh mate, no. There's loads of stuff, even like Hagakure, that kind of started piecing things together.
Hagakure was done here though.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of the start of thinking
That
about
was the
this
start
EP.
of because you sent me the drums for that. I then put all the guitars on top of it, and it was after that point when we finished that we thought, well, we've got a few songs now. Why don't we just put them all together as an album?
Yeah, exactly.
And then let's just start.
So I think
making it cohesive.
We just done Omen before Hagakure.
Yes.
Before.
Yeah, we've done before.
We done Think About It. We did a couple of others. You had already written a lot of the stuff as well.
Yes. Symptom and
Society, I think.
oh, Give It Up.
Yeah, and Give It Up.
Give It Up.
So, I mean, with those, it was kind of then just down to me after that. But I'd done that after Hagakure. As well, the Fallacy was the last one we did.
Fantasy was the last one. That was just pieced together.
So there's kind of a timeline for you. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's still all over the place. And then...
Yeah, but
then lockdown
Hagakure, when we started writing that, and that was in the first lockdown.
That was in the first lockdown,
So the
yeah.
beginning of last year is kind of when we started it all.
It was,
Took us a year to
yeah,
get this done.
full sort of year. It was around this sort of time last year that we really kicked it into gear
Yeah.
and started sort of making sure everything was cohesive, everything worked.
Yeah. Well, we hadn't finished writing everything yet, though.
Yeah.
That was the thing. We were already jumping into the ideas of what we can do. I already had the artwork ready for that as well.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I got given a piece of fabric as a sample, and I just looked at it and immediately thought,
There you
is
go.
artwork. That is artwork.
Yeah. I mean, that's just us, isn't it? We just get way ahead of ourselves way too quickly. We've started the
Jumped
project
in
and
the
we've
gun,
gone,
man.
right, how do we end it?
Yeah. So, okay, first things first, we need a release date.
Yeah.
We haven't written anything yet. No.
We need the release date. What's the album going to be called?
But we had everything at that point. I even had kind of the title at the time as well. I wanted to tie in what we did at the end of Hagakure, the quote. I wanted to tie in all of that kind of stuff. And then essentially from there, we just started piecing it all together.
Yeah, it was all pieced together.
So, oh my god, the writing, doing it during lockdown, thankfully, half the EP was already written.
Half of it was already written, and then we were just doing bits over, and we were just working separately, sending each other files and video chatting.
We did that before though.
We did that before
the
the
first
first
EP, Symptom of...
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Symphony
Oh my
of Hate.
god. Oh, what have I done?
Oh, okay, you messed with it.
Yeah.
Symphony of Hate.
We started writing that, and then we finished most of it whilst I was in France.
Yeah.
So we already kind of had an idea of how to work in two different places over the course of however long. That even took around
the first one
a year
was
as
a-
well.
Yeah, but you were only in France
over
for how
the-
long? A couple of months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I wrote a lot of the stuff.
Oh no, then you
anyway.
came here while I was still in Kent.
Yeah, and then I moved up to Birmingham, and then everything was all over the place then. But we already kind of went through the struggles of writing from different locations. And we're in the same city still, but we couldn't see each other. But we still got all of it done, and then after the first lockdown, we met up a couple of times to start working on everything. Getting it done.
Because the actual
really.
final recording of it was quite quick.
Yeah.
Because I did all the bass at home by myself. Because I mean the bass doesn't take that long, and then the guitars we did with our mate Jax. He made a speaker cabinet.
My God,
So I borrowed that for about a month or so, mic'd it up in my front room, and it was just, what was that, 2 days? 2 days of guitars?
2 days of guitars.
And then...
I think you did another 2 days of bass, or even possibly just one.
No, I think the bass was 2 days. Bass was 2 days.
You're not that good then.
Not yet. Give me time. But no, yeah, and then after that, it was just figuring out all the little bits on top and then putting the vocals in. The vocals didn't take that long, did they?
No, it was kind of in the space of a couple of weeks because I couldn't. For you, doing the guitars and bass, you can do like all the songs in one day.
Yeah.
As best as you can. Probably have to redo stuff after that anyway. But for me,
worst case scenario, I get achy fingers. But like,
I could only really do 1 or 2 songs in a day, and so things took a little bit longer in that respect. But I think in the summer we finished writing everything. And then later on, another lockdown, and then we came out of that after.
Yeah.
So it's actually, literally, we rushed doing everything at the very end, just because we also wanted to get it done for Omen's release.
Yeah. Oh my God. Which wasn't the plan.
So, no, we had everything,
the plan.
had everything recorded, everything was done, and we were like, this sounds great. Like, we can't do much else with it. Okay, we got about a month until we want Omen out. Can we get it done?
Yep.
And that was a crazy month for you.
That was a crazy month for me because it was go to work, come home, eat, and then do probably 3 or 4 hours worth of mixing at night. Sometimes through the speakers, sometimes through headphones, and then the following day of listening to it back in my car, trying to make sure it's make sure everything's all right, all the levels are set, and realizing nope, that sucks. Start again. And then then it was just that constantly for about 2 weeks to get it done. And then once it was done, it was like, cool.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me for a week. I need my space.
Yeah, exactly. Like in those moments when it's all down to mixing and stuff like that, I feel so bad because there's nothing I can do. You record. I'm here when you're recording guitar. I record vocals. You're here when that happens. Well, you have to be.
That kind of have to be.
But then mixing and everything, I can be there for a first few additional notes and stuff like that. But then when it gets into the real meat of it all, when it's just gibberish to me, then literally you just have to power through and try and get it done. And I can't do much. And
the difficulty and the frustration normally comes in when I can't get a certain part to work.
Yeah.
Because most of it was recorded well. There were no sort of major issues that I needed to fix or anything. So all I was really doing was just making sure all the levels were right and everything fit together.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff I can do really quickly because it's just simple stuff. But then you get one bit where something doesn't fit, and then whatever you do just doesn't work, and then you get this loop going in your brain of like, right, how do I fix it? Try something, doesn't work. Panic. Try something, doesn't work. More panic. And then you're like, right, it's Friday, this is coming out on Saturday, and I'm not finished.
Yeah.
What do I do? So that's when it starts to get a bit scary, but generally it's quite therapeutic when it's all going well.
I was bloody happy when we got it finished. We listened back to it and not much else
Go
to
listen.
say when you're doing all this work and I can't do much, and then you finish it and I'm like, okay, now this is all my work. Okay, Dhuran, you go relax. I'll think of how to market this.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because like, I don't feel like I can add that much to marketing.
No, I know, and I think you're fine with most things. I think everyone can market in some way.
Yeah,
and it's probably the same for you. Everyone can mix in some way, but there's certain things that you can focus on, and then you need some time off.
Yeah, definitely.
And at that point, that's where we switch roles, and we just kind of go, right, you just chill out. I'm gonna do this.
You do that, and then I'll
because all the mixing came after me like powering through all the vocals in like a week or two. And after all that, when I've just been screaming at the top of my lungs, and you kind of like...
I want to be a fly on the wall in my neighbours' houses.
Yeah.
I just want, because when we're screaming, when we're recording and you're screaming,
I
really want to know what they hear.
Oh yeah,
because obviously I'm just in the room, so I hear everything.
The moment that would have scared me the most is in Fallacy, that breakdown, where I was just stood in the middle of the room, just being like, ah! Like, what the hell must they be thinking? Like, what is that guy doing to him?
No, that was hilarious. That one I have a little bit of context for because I was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I could kind of just hear you just breaking down.
Yeah, just screaming
and without seeing you, I was like, okay, he's having a panic attack. I need to go help him. He's gonna die. But with no context,
the anxiety finally got to him.
So yeah, without the context, just hearing you do the guttural screams must sound absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I feel sorry for your neighbours.
Well, they probably
Fuck them.
they probably think I'm the murderer.
Yeah, exactly. Because no, they're terrified.
They're terrified of me because they know I live on my own. So,
oh god damn.
Oh, man.
Just mate.
I'd love to have that conversation with you.
It took us like a whole year to do this entire thing. The fact that we got to about halfway in writing, finished writing, recorded this all by ourselves, got Dhuran to fucking produce everything himself, then we got it mastered, and then we've just got it out there, and it's taken us we had to delay it a little bit, but it's still like 3-4 months after finishing the mastering and everything that then we wanted to put it out. We're madmen for wanting to attempt that, but we did.
But we did it. It worked. It's out. It's here. Finally, we can rest now.
Brother, father, say